Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a get ready with me for this look and just kind of talk about some girly things. So if you want to learn how I did this look and, find out all the chisme, then keep watching. So I already have my eyebrows on because I can't do that on camera. I asked my followers, to give me a couple questions to, have a little girl talk with my girls or whatever. First, I think we're gonna start with my eyes. Let's prep it real quick. I'm gonna use, I know Fenty has a eye prep, but I'm just gonna use her concealer. I really like this concealer because of the applicator. I don't know, it just feels like it just glides on. And then I'm gonna set it real quick with, of course, some Mercier powder. So I have the Warrior palette by Juvia, and I'm gonna go in with this color. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? There's like so many things I would tell myself. I would tell myself to not worry about boys too much. I don't know, these dudes really have nothing to offer. Like, especially when I was younger, none of them really had anything to offer me except for like probably temporary enjoyment. But whatever, they were all lessons, I guess. I would also tell myself to just be confident already. Oh my god, like I really was not confident up until maybe like 2 years ago. I'm 23 now. So I didn't become confident until like 23 or till 21. To just really try stuff, to not care what anybody like says or thinks and stuff. Because I'm over here 23, barely starting my YouTube journey when I could have been doing this at 17 or 18. And I've been wanting to do a YouTube for years, but I was just never like confident enough. And and I didn't want to wait no more. One of my friends, she really encouraged me to start my YouTube because she is also a YouTuber too. You should watch her videos. It's Mizzle Baby. I would also tell myself to stop wasting your money, to be smart with it, because I just started becoming smart with my money. And I'm kind of having to pay all the consequences of my, dumb actions. I would also tell Elisa to freaking not be in a relationship after high school and going into college. Like, no. Like, girl, if you are in high school and you really think that that guy is the one for you, I'm so sorry, but he's like most likely not. I know you probably hear it all the time and stuff, but baby, they're not lying. Like, there's so much to the world. Like, you don't even know who you are. Loyalty during the talking stage. I definitely believe if you are talking to a person and it's like you really see that it's actually gonna go somewhere and like you guys have like both talked about it and you guys like it's kind of known that you guys really aren't talking to anybody else, like I definitely believe that you should be loyal. Because like, bruh, like if you're really all about him and like or her and you want to be an actual item, an actual like thing, yeah, fucking stay loyal. Because like if you really like them that much, then like why are you entertaining other people? But don't forget, you're still single until they ask you to be your girlfriend. But I feel like, if it's just kind of known that, you're just kind of hanging out and it's not too serious, then who gives a fuck? If you want to talk to like 4 different guys, 4 different girls, who cares? As long as it's like known, you know, kind of try to make it known from the jump so you're not hurting that person's feelings, because we have to care about other people's feelings about this too. And especially if it's, you know, switch the other way around, you know, you don't want to look dumb, and you don't want to, you know, have your feelings hurt that you're really all about this person, put all this energy in, and then you find out that they're really talking to like 5 other people. Okay, when do you know you've moved on and ready to date again? If you had just gotten out of a relationship and it was a pretty serious relationship, I definitely recommend waiting to, you know, jump into the next person. Not because, you know, you shouldn't be just like going off to the next person. There's not really like a time frame, which is really hard for me to give this like specific advice for moving on, because everybody moves on differently, everybody heals differently, everybody gets over stuff differently. First off, if you're gonna move on, you should already be over that person. Like, you should not be crying about them and like wanting to text them and whatever. No, like that's not fair to the next person. Like, you need to be over them. Like, sure, I guess you can miss them, but like it's really like they really shouldn't be kind of in your head. But, you know, in order to like talk to someone personally, if you are just still kind of healing and it like really, that breakup really hurt you, I definitely recommend just taking a break from everyone. Like, when it comes to romantic, whether it's a dude, whether it's a girl, whether it's a them, whatever. Figure out who you are. You need to heal yourself real quick. You need to talk to yourself and just be like, okay, babe, like, this is what we're doing. You know, we are alone again, and that's totally fine. It doesn't mean we're lonely. We're just alone. Let's figure out what we like. Let's take ourselves on a couple dates first. Let's, you know, try that new hairstyle that we have been wanting to try. You know, figure out yourself. You need to figure out if, you know, what's the next step for you after being single. If you just want to mess around, if you just want to, like, you know, hang out with people and stuff, and, you know, like, don't really have anything attached to people, but like still do stuff, do whatever. Like, as long as like you're okay and you're not using that to act on your frustration and your sadness, because I'm not really one to judge. I don't really care what you do as long as you're okay and you're safe. But I just feel like if you're still hurting and stuff and you're using, you know, sex, or if you're using, you know, an emotional attachment right after a relationship to someone to help heal you, I don't think it's the best thing, babe. Just because that person that you're kind of holding on to, or that thing that you're kind of holding on to help you be okay, it's just not always going to be there for you. It's eventually going to go away. Just like that person that you thought was going to be there with you forever, that little help or that little emotional thing or that little crutch is not always going to be there. So you need to figure out yourself first. You need to figure out, hey, like, am I like having sex or just like messing around with people because like I just want to mess around, and, you know, I still want to, you know, get it in even though I'm not with somebody, and I don't want anything from anybody. Or it's like, oh, I want to have this thing with this person, or, you know, maybe have a couple little stands with a couple people because I'm sad and I don't want to feel alone. Like, baby girl, once that person is, you're still gonna feel alone. So you might as well start now, figure it out yourself, and then when you're all good and you're ready to get it in, dude, fuck around with whoever you want. Get it in with whoever you want, with however many you want. Do it all. Do whatever makes you feel happy. How do you become confident without needing others' validation? That's a hard one. Being confident is a lot easier said than done. Like I said, I wasn't confident up until a couple years ago, and I was fortunate enough to have someone around me to show me what confidence looks like. So my mommy, she's a very confident person. She is a very beautiful person, and she taught me kind of the way to uphold myself, how you enter a room and things like that. Because when my mom enters a room, everybody stops and they look, and you know, everybody likes to be around her. Like, everyone just enjoys my mom just because of the way she holds herself. she like never really says anything bad about herself. I've noticed that. Like, she doesn't really, you know, make fun of herself or like, oh my god, speaking of my mom. Hello. Hey mom.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a video right now, which is actually weird because I was talking about you.
So what kind of video are you doing?
Right now we're on the subject of confidence and how to be confident and stuff like that.
Don't put yourself down.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to put yourself in the higher light because you set an example for others and how they see you and how you are portrayed. You know, when you talk highly of yourself and you respect and love yourself, others will fall in line and will do the same. So that's just how it goes.
Mommy, I've got to finish this video.
Oh yes, darling. Okay, well, have a great day.
Thank you, Mom.
Talk to you later. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye. I'm using the mattifying primer because I have combination skin, so I use a mattifying primer with a hydrating foundation, just because whenever I use like glowy foundation I get more compliments like that. And then we're gonna go in with the foundation. I'm using her brush, the Kabuki brush. I am in the shade 310. At first I thought it was like a little too light, but this is for sure my winter shade. Okay, so after I like apply it with the brush, I like to go in with the sponge just because I like the way my skin looks. Successful women being cautious of men only wanting them for their money. I think this is a pretty good one, even though I wouldn't say I'm super successful and I don't have a lot of money, but I've personally, before my current relationship, I've always made more money than the dudes that I talk to or like have been with. Yes, because I've always been working. That can be like kind of difficult because if you're like me and you like are so totally enthralled with somebody, you'll like really drop money for them, whether it's like for Ubers to go see them, or if it's like for train, or like, you know, they're hungry, so you're gonna buy them food. Like, that's kind of hard. I wouldn't say they take advantage of that, but like always hard. Like, I've always been an independent person when it comes to like my finances and being on my own, so I've never really had anyone like take care of me or like treat me until my boyfriend now. He spoils me a lot. Not only like, you know, things, but he also spends a lot of his time and his energy and, you know, on me. And it's something that my previous relationships I felt like didn't do. I don't know, it's like the first time in my life where I feel like energy is kind of matched. I'm kind of on my shit and trying to take care of myself and all that, and the man I'm with now is trying to take care of himself, get his shit together, but also love me at the same time and doesn't make me feel bad about wanting time with him or like love from him, because he's also the first one that makes me feel like I don't love them more than he loves me, if that makes sense. Because in my past relationships or past things, like I've always felt like I've always liked them or I've always loved them more than they loved me. But with this relationship, I definitely feel like it's equal, and I think he loves me so much. So honestly, ladies, you need to get with somebody on your level, on your wavelength, because if the dude or girl is kind of under you, I'm not saying like you can't date a broke dude or broke girl, but if they're not really hustling for any kind of money or like trying to get their shit together and they're just kind of broke because they're just lazy, you don't really have time for that at all. Like you do not. Trust me. Like, no, they have such a good personality, they're such a good person. No, stop it. Just stop. Like, if they're not doing shit right now to take care of themselves and to like want better for themselves, what makes you think he's gonna do it for you? Because he's not. Let's get that through your head. He is not going to do it. Like, he's he's not. And you can't change his mind either. I can change him. No, men will change for who they want to change, because if he wants to, he will. Oh my God. Next question. Okay, well, I use the Huda Beauty Tantour in medium, and I'm using the brush. I really love the brush. It's a very the bristles are super soft and luxurious, whatever. So I just kind of buff it out. What helps me when Mother Nature is kicking my ass? If you have a period, you are going to want to invest in some CBD oil. If you don't smoke weed, that's definitely fine because there's no THC. I just want you to get that through your head. There is no THC in CBD oil unless it says it does. So invest in a CBD oil or like lotion or balm that you can put on your stomach, that you can put in your teas, that you can put in your food. And that really helps. Like, it even helps with my moodiness. So once I know like it's coming, I'm already on it. Now we are going to set our face with the Pro'filter setting powder by Fenty Beauty in the shade Honey. I'm really glad we were able to have our girl talk, whether it's relationships, getting lost, trying to figure out yourself, becoming an adult. I only do my best at that because I'm still trying to figure out how to be an adult. Like, I gotta apply for a credit card. Insanity. To build my credits. Okay, so I just contoured my nose. I just kind of go in with the browns that I've been using in this palette. I just use a like flat brush and I, go down. I like a really contoured nose. That's just me though. We're gonna do our blush. I'm using the Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. Just kind of bring it in a little bit because I like the way it looks. You don't have to, but with my face shape, like, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's square. I'd be wrong, but when I like, angle myself like a 3/4, it's like really angular. It's like round but square at the same time. So I feel like putting my blush right here closer on my face and my cheeks right here, it just looks better on me. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my lashes and my lips off camera, just because it's a lot easier for me to do it not on camera, and I will be right back. And this is the finished look. I feel like lashes and lips always pull a look together. But thanks, girlies, for watching and having some girl time with me. I will see you guys in my next video. And I appreciate all the support that I'm getting from you guys and from people that I don't know. I really appreciate you. And I hope you guys stay safe. Bye.